It feels good to be back in America, my friend Matt.
I'll tell you what, Ryan. To be back in the land of the United States, it's a blessed feeling. It feels good to be back in that dirty, dusty country of Australia, that gross continent. We're back.
If I'm being honest, I'm not saying I'm disappointed, but I don't feel like we went to Australia at all. I feel like we just went up in a plane, flew around in circles, and landed in Seattle or just any northeastern Canadian city.
That's the thing, because like my whole life I was led to believe that Australia was like this big desert, which it is. But we went to the one part that's like
very green and lush and
cold.
Normal. So
we get there, it's cold, it's rainy, it's gray. It was like 50 degrees and 50 degrees Celsius, so our skin was melting off. But it was basically just felt like Portland or Seattle. It was really nice though. I had a great time.
Melbourne's really nice.
Melbourne's a nice city.
Is that just because of their accent that it's Melbourne, or is it actually pronounced Melbourne?
I think the accent just makes, if you say Melbourne with an Australian accent, it's Melbourne. Melbourne.
Melbourne. Okay.
Just like I thought it was Canberra. It's Canberra. No, I think I'm still saying it wrong. Or Brisbane is Brisbane.
Like how Florida's Florida.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But it's good to be back.
Talk out of their asses.
I'll talk out of my penis hole.
Ooh.
I wish that was the same. You're just talking out of your penis hole, dude. It's good to be back, though. It's good to be back in the States. Back to sunny LA, where it's fucking 95 degrees outside. It's
actually feeling actually pretty nice. It's like 80-something degrees during the day. And at night, there's a cool breeze now. Even in the mornings, it's a bit cool.
Because it's September.
Not chilly yet. I'm excited for the cool season. If there's one thing I miss from... Here's the thing. I liked the coldness in South Carolina. What I did not like about the coldness is that it would be below freezing to freezing in the morning, and then around noon it would just get scorching hot. So you just have like jeans and a jacket.
You'd have to change. I remember like getting up to go to class in the morning. You would have to wear like a thick jacket because it'd be fucking freezing. There'd be frost on the ground.
Yeah, sophomore year of college, I had my pea coat.
And then by the time it's like lunchtime, you have to just wear like shorts and a t-shirt because it'd be like 150 degrees outside. Not literally, but no. it would just be fucking insane, the temperature difference.
But a big thank you to the Australian boys that hosted us. Them being Max and Chad and Scott and the rest of them in the office, in the Cool Shirts office.
Yuri,
as well. Yuri,
the intern who.
Well, fuck Yuri.
Yuri. I'll give a preface to the Cold Ones episode coming out soon. That's not my proudest moment.
Oh no, you can't remember it, but I do.
I don't remember.
I remember that.
It was bad.
There was a point where like you'll see it in the video where like Chad, Max, and I all look at each other. We're like, do we continue? What do we do? How do we work? How do we work off of this? And I feel like I'm not. It's gonna make for a good episode, but I feel like your drunkenness it catapulted us to the end of the podcast.
Well, we still did get over 2.5 hours recorded. We'll see how much of that's
3 hours recorded on their podcast. We had 2.5 on ours, but had to cut a lot of shit.
We had 3 on Cold Ones?
I think so.
Okay, well, I don't remember the last third because here's what happens. We weren't getting that drunk on Cold Ones. We were both mildly drunk, and then
had a cider or beer or two beforehand.
But then it was time to do a cloggy, which is, we got to drink out of a wooden clog. And I don't want to spoil too much, but Yuri, who's the intern at their office, was tasked to bring us some grog. So he brought us a grog clog full of some. And what he told us, he said there's 2 shots of vodka in this, and that'll get you pretty drunk. So we're like, okay, well this will be a lot, but we got this. We chug them down. Lo and behold, he told a little fib. There was 4 shots of vodka in each one,
and that's the teaser for the Cold Ones podcast, which we'll be releasing in a few weeks, maybe.
I'm scared to see that footage.
You should be.
I have a very low body weight, so when
you broke things.
I broke myself.
I don't want to give away too much.
I did fall through a table and break it.
But this is the most drunk I've seen you since Japan.
I don't think I ever got
that. And that's the most drunk
I've
been since Japan. When you came back and threw up in the toilet and woke me up after I was reading Harry Potter.
No, well I was I was sick from drinking that time, but I wasn't falling down like I was at Cold Ones. Cold Ones I couldn't stand. And Max actually texted me a video today that I watched, and I just cringed. I was like, oh my God.
No, that's the whole half hour is dedicated to that.
No.
Oh, buddy, I'm excited.
Everyone's good thing I'm a child.
Well,
I am. It's not that I can't hold my liquor. It's just I
can't hold his fucking brew.
Okay, first of all, I am not the best at holding my liquor, so I'll preface with that. Second of all, I didn't realize how much I was actually drinking because I was lied to about how much alcohol I was given. So I got one of those like rare drunks where it's like in a blue moon you get so drunk that it's just like everyone else in the room just gets sobered up by how drunk you are.
We were all very drunk because I still had about the same amount as you did.
I got way drunker before any
I think
of us.
I had about the same amount as you did.
But you got my body weight here.
I know. That's not a judgment, my friend. I love you. What I was saying is just, it definitely was a moment where there was this point, and I said it earlier, but there was this point where the three super drunk, like as I said, this is the most intoxicated I've been in a while. More intoxicated than I got in Japan, I feel. Where we all three just quickly just were like, looked right at you.
Wait, was there like a... And I'm sure when I watch it, I'll see it. But was there kind of like a turning point moment where it was almost like you could see the alcohol just?
It's like we came back from a restroom break, and then I think it was just hard to get back into the rhythm of the podcast because of how drunk we got.
Well, I'm just trying to. I have a lot of memories not at the table, and I'm trying to figure out how I got from the podcast table to the other parts of the room in the episode.
Well, I don't want to spoil.
It's all on camera, so it'll be
again
stored in time.
The McGee genes have done me well. Still, I have not experienced a hangover. Even after that, still no hangover.
Because I can't go, because I'm not able to, talk about what happened after Cold Ones because there's no video for it. I'll talk about it now. Here's what happened after that Cold Ones episode. So you can go back and listen to this after you watch the episode, which will come out whenever it comes out. But basically, I threw up probably 9 or 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, I threw up a lot. There's videos of it, which Max will not be posting. I said you cannot post that. There's one where I'm sitting in the Cool Shirts office on the floor, and I'm just like swaying side to side, and I'm telling Max a joke, and then just in the middle, I'm just like just puke in the trash can.
Do
It's
you
disgusting.
remember the footage that I still have from that time when we used to live together, where you got really drunk and it's
the toilet seat thing,
and you just nodded off in the toilet bowl,
and I dragged my
lip
bottom lip across the toilet
seat.
seat. Luckily, it was my toilet seat, but it's still fucking gross.
Yeah,
like if that was a public toilet seat, that But basically, this makes me sound like I'm an alcoholic.
I've been joking. I did the Dr. Evil air quotes. I've been joking about it for a while. I don't think that you have a problem with alcohol. I think like you don't have an addiction, but my feeling is
I go a little overboard.
Is not that yes, but it's because you just I don't know if you like don't know your limit or you're overconfident in the amount. I don't know what it is.
No,
but it seems like you always reach the limit and then go a little.
I'm just stupid.
Well, here's the thing. You also have the Tucker brothers egging you on. We went to go see the director's cut of Midsummer last night, and lo and behold, what did Jackson do? We were just in there. You thankfully got me. You got me a movie pour, by the way.
Was that what you wanted?
No. Like I'm just saying, like there's two.
There's the 8 ounce and then there's the movie pour,
which is 12 ounces.
You
got me the movie pour, and it lasted me the whole movie.
I thought I figured you'd want the movie pour. I was like, give the movie pour.
Very nice.
But I go and
So we're in the middle of watching the movie. But before we get into this, no, we'll talk about it afterwards. Get into the story. Sorry.
I bought a beer, like an 8 ounce beer, because I'm like, you know what? I should drink a little less, especially after Australia. My liver is not. It's working overtime right now, so.
Your liver did a speed run that night.
God, my I don't want to see what my liver looks like right now. Like, your lungs and my liver are probably racing each other to the finish line right now.
Who's gonna die first? You have liver disease or me of lung cancer?
Well, it's a race, isn't it, buddy?
It is.
Well, we'll see. We'll see who wins.
I always get back into smoking. It seems when I go abroad because I'm good about it when I'm here, Then when I go abroad, I start smoking or
Because
something.
it's like vacation. You're like, ooh, doesn't
Exactly.
count.
Then I'll come back and I'll be like, oh, I still have a pack left over. Might as well smoke these.
No. But what happened was, I had like a fourth of a cup of beer left. I had like a fourth.
Are you drunk now, buddy?
It was a
Got a lisp? We got a little bit
Yeah,
of a
actually,
lisp there?
I did a couple shots before the podcast. No, I had like a fourth of beer left. And, I was like sitting next to Harrison, Jackson, and Carson. And I was like, hey, you guys want some? And I not Carson because he's 20.
Yes.
But Jackson and Harrison, I was like, would you guys like some of this before, it's gone? And I had a straw in my beer because I was at the movies. And I was like, I'll drink it.
Is that a classy way to drink beer?
It's very classy. That's how
Through a straw? Was it a bendy straw?
No. It was just a regular straw.
Was it a plastic straw, Matthew?
The movie theater didn't offer paper straws. If there were a paper straw, I would have gone for it, even though I
you
hate
need
them.
to get your own metal straw.
I should get a glass straw and carry it around and accidentally crunch it in my mouth. Get glass shards.
Because when you
teeth.
usually bite straws, you'll just do that on the glass straw.
Oh, Jesus. I hate the thought of glass in my mouth. Anyway.
I think most people would.
I passed the beer down. Some sips are had, and then it's passed back to me, and there's like 2 sips left maybe.
You're like, I'm just going to suck this down. I'm going to suck the rest of it down.
Yeah, it's like, it's a little bit. Just a little bit of beer. I'm going to suck that bad boy down. So I put my lips on that straw, and I suck it all up in one swift suck, and see, Jackson had played a little prank on me. He had drinking all of my beer and decided to replace it with whiskey from his flask, which he was carrying around. So I just big old gulp of whiskey, which I'm not a big fan of whiskey. I used to like whiskey a lot. Whiskey is not my friend. And that one was just not fun. I instantly swallowed it because it was this fight or flight reaction where instead of spitting it out, it's like my body's only like mechanism was like to get rid of it was like swallow. So I swallowed it and I was like, oh, and my eyes are watering. It just smelled like liquor around me for like a minute, and I was just in hell. It was horrible. And then I got a horrible headache. Not fun. So thank you, Jackson. I'm trying to cut back on drinking, and like, is this your new prank to start? Because this morning I had my coffee and I saw Harrison try to. I had like
was
2
he
sips
sneaky
left.
about it?
No, I caught him, but he
seems like Jackson's the sneaky.
Jackson's the sneaky one. Harrison was gonna try to replace my coffee with bourbon, and I was like, why? It's 9 a.m. Why is this a new joke?
You have to drive to work.
Are you guys trying to like make me an alcoholic? Anyway, I'm not drinking anymore. But I ain't drinking any less.
How did you like Midsummer, Matt?
I loved Midsummer. I thought it was incredible.
I couldn't tell how you liked it because I can never tell during a movie because you'll do the Matt Watson poses and I can never tell if that's out of boredom or just because
it's because
movie seats are uncomfortable because you have a different state of being physically than most people.
No, the way I'm sitting is never indicative,
a testament
of how like a movie. I just have a lot of limb, and movie theater seats aren't very comfortable. So I'm also very fidgety. So I move around a lot during movies.
I always go between like 2 poses. It's the forward, like I'm all
leaning
the way forward,
yeah.
Or I'll just have my arms resting on my tummy.
Yeah, I like to
my tummy, dude.
I cross my legs a lot. Because I like crossing my legs like this, but there's not really room in the theater to do that. So I'll cross them real twisty and shit.
It's because you're a homosexual.
No, I don't. Let me tell you something, Ryan. Crossing your legs like that does not make you a homosexual.
Dude, I like walking. How would you explain this? Or how would you describe it? Sometimes I just like kind of like walking. Sometimes I'll like walk and my arms will just normally do that.
A little limp wrist.
Yeah.
A little limp wristed.
It's just like, it's very flowing.
No, I do the same thing. Sometimes it just feels right.
See, I didn't laugh at you when you crossed your legs, but you laughed at me when I walked.
No,
it was
the way you like dramatized the walk. It was very like dramatized. It was good. It was no, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll be walking and it just feels right. Or sometimes like, you ever just like, maybe it's because my frame is very, very slender, but sometimes I like to rest my my hands on my hips like this, like real high up. And I know that if my father saw me doing this, he'd go, "Son, why you got your hands on your hips like that?" I hate that, like, just comfortable poses. It's like, that's gay. It's like, how is that gay? It's comfortable.
Because here's the thing, it's flip-flopped a lot because in medieval times, to be high class, you essentially, men looked like flowers. They looked like they were cosplaying as flowers.
Like the berries and cream guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's like, I remember being told when I was younger in South Carolina, if I crossed my legs this way, which for the audience, basically it's if you're a girl wearing a skirt and you wanted to cross your legs, you know, you would just kind of cross. I don't know how to even describe
I feel like girls cross their legs when they're wearing skirts for a different reason.
Exactly, but I think that's why it's considered gay, right? Because that's how girls are supposed to cross their legs. So if a guy crosses legs, I remember I had a...
It's supposed to be indicative of like, what?
You don't have a penis?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, where are your balls? They're tucked in. They recede inside my body when I cross my legs. Nice and warm.
Sorry, I'm feeling a bowel movement.
Yeah, I saw that look. That's like the classic Ryan, like, am I gonna shit right now? Or
I'll wait on it.
I was about to actually jump into a conversation from that last point, but I realized maybe some conversations are better off the podcast because the last podcast was pretty grotesque. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna jump into this one.
The last one with Max and Chad, or the one before that?
Max and Chad.
The one before that was pretty grotesque.
The last few have been pretty grotesque. I apologize. We'll try to make it a little more, a little less gross. So, we've had some pretty gross conversations about gross things lately, so I don't want to be known as the gross guys. So I'll reel it back.
That's our new podcast name.
Welcome to the Gross Guys podcast. I'll save that story for like 10 episodes from now when we've earned enough like nice boy points. You know.
What makes our podcast different?
Because we're epic.
Is it just because we could have one?
I think that
is it just because hey, we could have one?
We're just two random fucking dudes who are like, let's do a podcast.
Isn't that every podcast now?
Bro,
everyone has a podcast.
Every
I guess it's just personality based.
It's personality based. It's because like
it's not like you can show someone our podcast off the street and they'd love it. I feel like you are like have to be a fan of what we do.
I think
to begin with or know who we are.
Yeah, what makes it different is just the fact that it's us.
And for anyone who's listening to the podcast who has introduced someone to it, or you yourself only exclusively listen to the podcast, can you please explain to me why you listen to us if not for the outside knowledge of what we do on YouTube? I'm just actually very curious. And there's going to be no comments answering that question because the likelihood of that being a thing is very low.
I already answered it several times. I don't know why you're not hearing me. I said it's because we're epic.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm ignoring my best friend. Dude, fame has changed me.
I know, man. It's gone to your head, and I see you floating up in the clouds. I need to pull you back down. I need to grab your ankles and jerk you back down, man.
By the way, before we went to the movie, that fucking Thai place we went to was amazing. That's probably the best Thai meal I've had in LA.
Ooh, it was so good. It's on Sunset Boulevard. It's called Toy on Sunset.
Toy on Sunset's really good.
If you're in LA, check it out. Tasty restaurant.
God, I still have a craving for fucking oysters, my man. And I'm not talking about your mommy's oyster. I'm talking about the sea fish. The sea fish? The sea creature.
Sea fish? I can eat some sea fish tonight. Sea fish. And he shows his beautiful pussy. I just imagine a southern man with a very beautiful pussy, and that's the joke.
I feel like can you have a beautiful pussy and be a southern man?
Absolutely.
I feel like part of the pussy's allure is who is attached to. I mean, I guess you can have a good-looking penis on a good-looking penis.
Yeah. On a beautiful woman.
Oh, I mean, we've seen a lot of them. They're honestly like I'll look at a dick on someone who's trans, and I'll just be like, "Oh wow, that's a
lot nicer than my penis."
I know. I'm like,
I am jealous of how nice that penis.
Well, if you got to go to a goddamn Build-A-Bear workshop to choose your dick,
all right, Dad, you can leave the room.
Okay, see, I love you.
See you, Dad.
You still have your penis though?
For now, yeah.
Okay. You ain't drinking cider, are you?
I am drinking a cider right now.
That's a pussy beer. Why don't you pour that down your goddamn hymen, you piece of shit? Well, you see, Dad, you don't pour anything into a hymen. You pour it into the vagina.
You pour it into the vagina, the vaginal opening. The hymen just is at the...
He's
gone, yeah. Okay. We started talking about female reproductive parts, and it scared him, so he left.
Yeah, it confused him. You ever
kiss a man, yeah.
When you were in college, do you ever just walk into a room and just smell sex?
Yes. Every time I walked into my room... Nah, I'm just kidding. Every time...
I don't know what sex smells like. Because I've never had it.
Yeah, I haven't either. No, I remember like walking into someone's room.
Just sweat? It just smells like sweat and pussy.
It's like a
and some groins.
It's a very specific smell.
It's like it's not skunky, but it's heavy. It's musky.
I don't know how to describe it, but you know it when you smell it. You're like, oh, that is someone was just fucking. It's not pleasant. It's not a pleasant smell to casually encounter. It's like, ugh, okay, that smells like if you've ever I got into a car once, and it became very apparent that people had recently had sex in it. And
right before picking you up?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I didn't say anything.
Were you in the car rider line?
Yeah. So my dad and my mom were coming to pick me up, and it was very apparent that some fucking had just taken
Your dad
place.
and your sister were coming to pick you up.
I remember my dad used to, when he would drop my sister off at school.
Ooh.
He would,
Uh-oh. I like
no, it's just not going where you think it's going. Basically, he would try his hardest to embarrass me and my sister a lot. So I remember we had like a bicycle helmet in the back seat. He was dropping my sister off.
Did he wear it?
And he would put the bicycle helmet on and just start like he would just pull up in the car with the bike helmet on, and she'd be like, "Dad, take that off, take it off." And he'd be like, "Bye, sweetheart," and like wave out the window.
I love it.
Because like to everyone else, this girl's getting dropped off, and her dad's just driving with a bicycle helmet on.
Bye, sweetheart. Love you.
And that's one thing I'll take from my father. I will embarrass my children. Well, actually, I'm already doing that right now by having a podcast at the age of 23.
Yeah.
Because then my kids will go back and be like, I can't believe you said all this shit.
By us working on YouTube and by us having our own podcast, I feel like that automatically makes us sterile.
My dad's a tax auditor. Oh,
But-
mine's a fireman.
But
my
not
dad's a
legitimately
YouTuber.
sterile like Brent.
Yes, no, more just kind of like sterile by like people won't want to reproduce with us because like, oh,
Yeah.
you guys are YouTubers. You guys are podcasters. Okay, cool.
Let's get off the subject of sex.
Yeah. So that's enough
'Cause it
sex
makes me
talk.
uncomfortable.
It scares me. It's
Mostly it makes me frustrated because I've never had it, and I would just want to know what it feels like to be in love with someone.
I just want to know what the touch of another human feels like, you know?
You know, it could be anyone. You know, it could be someone I meet offline. It could be someone across the. Do you have any plans what are you doing this week?
We're working on SuperMega all week.
Yeah, I was just asking. I felt uncomfortable
Like
with the
afterward?
subject matter. Not afterward. I'm just changing the subject completely. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's fine.
Oh, you and I could have sex. Like that's a thing that could actually occur.
Okay.
It's like actually in the realm of possibility.
I
Because
guess technically anything is, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, right? It's in the realm of possibility that you and I could end up having sex. Like anal penetration sex.
Yeah. I mean, in this universe,
Isn't that
it's a good
crazy?
thing, yeah.
Like we could keep going on doing SuperMega and act like it never happened and just have sex and just forget about it. But like just that one time, that one night, we could just do that. Like that's a crazy hypothetical that could actually just happen.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it wouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
if we forgot about it, if we said we wouldn't talk about it anymore, it wouldn't be gay. Because it's like a joke.
No, I know
'Cause
exactly.
we could do it
Yeah,
ironically.
I hear you.
We could have ironic gay
So
sex
you like
with my bros.
Midsummer, you said?
Yeah, Midsummer was a fantastic movie. I liked it. We saw the director's cut.
Which you haven't seen the original cut.
I haven't seen the original cut.
It's 30 minutes shorter. If there's one thing I would say, if I would give my review of the director's cut, I'd say most of the stuff they cut for good reason. If there's one scene in particular that I think shouldn't have been cut, and unfortunately was, I'm just gonna say it's a fight, not like a physical fight, but
Like an anime
it's a
fight
verbal fight between a couple, and I think that it helped the movie a little bit.
It was great. It was a very shocking. It was real disturbing. Movie.
Very slow paced too,
Very slow paced, but it paid off.
methodically paced, I guess.
Yeah, and there was also a lot of it was very graphic.
Well, that's
His
what I like
movies
about
are.
the violence in the movie. It's not like your Eli Roth's Hostel, or it's not like a James Wan Saw.
It's very realistic.
It's very It's Ari Aster does very realistic depictions of violence, even back in Hereditary.
You see it and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit,
It's a kind of like uncomfortable gore where it's just really real. And it's like, oh god, ugh.
yeah, we're like
Not like super over the top, like, but more like just kind of like real,
yeah.
like viscerally real.
The thing that I really liked about the violent scenes that made it a lot more effective was that there would be kind of silence when something would happen, where there wouldn't be like a sting. like a musical sting or a note or something when something violent happened. It would just kind of like if let's say someone hit their head on the ground, you hear a realistic thud. You don't hear a you don't hear a splatter, the watermelon sound effect. It's just a very just hard knock, and it's like it makes you jolt back because it's like, oh, that's like if I just saw it on a recording or something.
There was that couple in the theater.
The annoying one?
Yes, because like
there's two annoying couples in the theater.
I remember there's a part where a guy dies in the movie, and she goes, "Oh my god!"
I hated them.
Like, shut up.
In my head, like I don't want to come across as like some pretentious asshole, but they're the simple movie rules. Don't use your fucking phone during the movie. Harrison. Sorry. Look, everyone that I go to a movie theater does it. Maybe I'm the odd one out. I hate seeing a phone screen in a theater. Unless it's like an emergency, then I understand it. But something that I hate even more than that, I don't hate it, I just dislike it. It takes me out of the movie. But something I hate is when people like that, like, she was having a full-fledged conversation at one point.
I remember, I could hear that.
And she was just like, so I just don't understand, like, why would they do that? It's like, just shut up, shut the fuck up. How is someone like you stupid moronic person and your stupid moronic boyfriend, sorry, I'm going on a bit of a rant. How are you interested in the director's cut of Midsummer? Like, why would you come to see it if you have this personality? Like, it didn't match with me. It's like, did you just come to see this movie to talk in it? Did you hear that it was like a Green Inferno type of movie or like a Saw 5 type of film where you're going to come in here with your stupid fucking fake tan boyfriend who has an awful receding hairline? Matt, you have a hairline he would be jealous of.
Well, that's still not a compliment to me.
It is very much a compliment.
You're still saying that I don't have a good hairline.
You don't, but...
Thank you.
But regardless, just like, I know it makes me sound pompous and an asshole.
Let the hate flow through you.
But like, fuck them, dude. They really, like, they were getting on my nerves. I know, like, I'm never not obvious about it. I know you're sitting next to me. You can see me every now and then just like look over and like glare at them.
You give it like a death glare. Yeah, I would see that several times. You just like...
I haven't done it yet. I'm getting to the point where at some point I'm just gonna have to shush or get up and like be like, hey, could you please be quiet?
Dude, I almost did that. I was so close to doing that on our flight back from Australia because I was trying to
the
sleep.
baby.
Yep. Like 2 rows in front of you, there's a baby that, not a baby, it was like a little kid, and the kid kept doing the same sound effect, like da 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 da, and the mom just didn't care. The mom was just letting the kid do it, and I just like. It probably went on for about 7 minutes straight, and I was getting so close because it's the part of the flight when they dim the lights.
She's deaf to it at this point because she deals with it at home.
And I was just like, I was so close to just like kind of like anonymously going shh,
just a quick little shh.
Like where she can't tell that it came from me, but she's like, oh, somebody did it. You know,
should have definitely thrown something at him.
I was so close to just like, it was just so annoying, dude. Like kids just get on my nerves.
Here's movie etiquette. Here's what you do. During the previews, have your phone out. Go ham. Have fun. Talk to your friends during the previews. I don't give a shit. When the movie starts, turn your phone all the way off. Or if you're expecting like there to be maybe if you're worried that there's an emergency and you have some sort of anxiety tied to that, have it on vibrate in your pocket. But don't pull it out to like check social media. Like I like there's something in me where it's like I don't understand like why someone. Because, like, I'm on my phone all the time. I would say, like, I'm almost addicted. Like, if I'm watching something, I'm also on my phone. Like, I'm double tasking just to be on my phone sometimes. But, like, why can't you just go without your phone for 2 hours? Just, like, sit in a movie and just turn off the phone, whatever. On top of that, why do you have to have a full-fledged conversation? You can have, like, I don't mind, like, it's like, oh, shit, funny comment here. That's what a movie's for, you know. You're experiencing it with your friends, and sometimes when a movie tries to get a reaction and the audience reacts verbally, that's fine. But don't have a full-fledged conversation like you're just sitting on your couch with your feet up on the ottoman. And I think that's about 3. Don't bring a child to an R-rated film, because sometimes that happens and like the child will cry or just speak, and it's like, what's going on here? I remember I went to I mentioned Green Inferno earlier. When I went to go see Green Inferno in theaters, there was like a little toddler in there. I'm like, what's the point?
You couldn't get a babysitter,
I guess. But at the same time, Green Inferno is not worth spending the extra ticket for your little baby.
I forgot I went to some really serious movie, and it was like an R-rated movie, and somebody brought their toddler, and the toddler kept loudly talking the whole movie, just like out loud at the movie.
Because they do that.
And it's like, yeah, it's cute, but not during the movie.
Yeah, like I expect there to be talking during a kid's movie because kids talk. Like that's whatever.
Every
But,
time
like,
I go see a kid's movie by myself, all the kids are talking.
when I'm in Midsummer, like like the people who are to our left, they're the typical Valley fucking douchebags where they're like in their 30s acting like they're still in high school and they still have that high school mentality of looks and they're it just I know I shouldn't be able to piece together everything about who they are as a person by that one interaction I had with them.
I didn't realize you held some shit in last night.
Well, it's like within Midsummer specifically, or in any movie like it, there are moments of silence where silence is used in film to be effective, and if you interrupt that silence, it renders that moment ineffective.
Annoying. Also, it's fine to like blurt out during, I think,
like oh shit, like I don't care, like if you react to something like that, but don't go oh shit, then turn to your significant other. Why would they do that? Do you think they actually did that in real life? That's crazy.
When you're the only one in the theater blurting out.
That's
like the first time maybe it's an accident. And you're like, oh shit. Oh, maybe
also, this was like at the ArcLight, so I usually have better experiences there.
I regardless of those guys, I still thought it was a really good movie, and I enjoyed it, and I would like to see it again down the road.
You should see the original cut because I feel like it condenses things in a better way.
It was a very slow movie. It was long, but it was still very good. I mean,
cinematography is beautiful.
Like 3 hours. The director's cut.
The people like who did the set design, the set dressing, and the aging of everything in that particular area, like in that field, I thought did a fantastic job. Like the shapes of the houses, like that was all built for the movie. That's not like just a place they found. I also the actors they get. Sometimes I like paying attention to kind of like just the side actors that they get, and I don't know how else to explain it, but when they had someone foreign explaining something to an American, they had a lot of little nuances that made it actually feel like it was someone explaining and not just off of a script. Because there's a lot of times where you're listening to dialogue in a movie and you're like, I can see this on the page. But a lot of the dialogue in this, in between like a villager and someone, I guess one of the teenagers or whatever, college students, seemed very natural. I like the dialogue, and the people seemed like they could actually exist. The only character that sometimes brought me out of it, I think, was Will Poulter's character. It was like the douchebag that's watching like cell phone videos. He was in Detroit,
right? He was the like racist cop in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still did a good job. I'm not saying he did bad, but I say like out of all of the characters in the movie, I feel like he is your typical horror movie character.
Yes.
As opposed to anyone else. The main actress, as you stated when we got out of the movie, did a phenomenal job.
She's really good, yeah. She's dating Zach Braff.
Is she?
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah. There was
Garden State, dude.
Let's join a commune.
Nah.
You want to join a commune with me?
I'm good.
What would it take to get you to join like a commune?
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to play games or watch movies. Oh,
I
don't know.
What if it's a commune
they watched
based,
Austin Powers.
They were
in
watching.
Midsummer.
What if it's an Austin Powers themed commune? And
we all dress like Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Okay,
it's like in the mountains of Norway.
I'd go to the Austin Powers commune,
and like everyone dresses up like Austin Powers. You know, you have to speak in the Austin Powers accent. It's just a big Austin Powers commune, like a big cult, but it's self-sustaining. You know, you grow your own vegetables there. You know, you have your own livestock. You build like everyone makes their own clothes.
Yeah.
It's like a really self-sustaining, beautiful community of people that care about each other and just want the best for their little ecosphere.
But you all have like bowl cuts and dress up as Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby. It's just
yeah,
a big
baby.
Austin Powers cult.
Groovy, baby.
Dude, I would.
Have you seen any of the movies?
I haven't.
Of course you haven't.
But what better way for me to see the movies than to go out there and journey out into the Norwegian wilderness and find myself an Austin Powers commune?
I rewatched Goldmember not too long ago, and I was like,
I do know. No, actually, I've seen bits and pieces like from when my sister and her friends would watch it. I know why Goldmember is called Goldmember because I remember seeing that scene. It's because his penis.
Beyonce's in it.
His penis is a golden key.
Yeah. He lost his penis in an unfortunate in an unfortunate schmelting accident.
Schmelting?
Yeah.
Oh,
because he's Dutch.
Like smelting?
Yeah.
Oh, but he said okay, he's Dutch. Yes.
In an unfortunate smelting accident. Yes, haha. Very funny.
I remember I was a kid.
And he also eats his skin that sheds off.
Ew.
It'll like flake off, and he keeps it in a little golden pouch, or he'll like eat it.
Dude, movies from that era. Talking about Master of Disguise. Remember at the end when there's the scene with George Bush?
Yeah.
As a kid, dude, I thought that was actually George Bush.
Did you?
And every time it came on, I was like, how do they get George Bush in this movie?
How did they get George Bush and Harold and Kumar escape from Guantanamo Bay?
I don't, dude. He's just being in all these great movies.
My favorite iteration of Bush is Sam Rockwell in
Vice.
Vice, yeah.
He's good. He's good as Bush.
I still like. There are problems with Vice, but I do not regret spending money to see that movie. Like I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. We should. Oh man, how much does George Bush sell his paintings for? I'd love to get one and have it in the SuperMegaplex. That's where the Patreon money is going,
God, you could
guys.
sell those for like hundreds of thousands if you wanted.
Guys, we're saving up months of the Patreon earnings so we can buy an original piece by George W. Bush.
Is it Ringo Starr who does the
The really shitty like Microsoft Paint ones?
Yeah. Like I wish
They're so bad.
he would do Microsoft Paint paintings and stuff.
Oh, dude, the value would only go up if he did it in Microsoft Paint.
I mean, you think if I painted, you think the
Right, I guarantee if you painted real paintings, you could sell them online for a hot penny.
I wonder, like, if I sold like my paintings for like $100,
Yeah,
each, like and I worked on them.
yeah, I'm sure. Of course, people would buy them.
Someone would be like, "Can you draw me a?" No, nobody tells me what to paint.
It comes from you. It comes from the inside of you.
It's inspiration.
You know?
I draw inspiration from something.
If someone tells you, Ryan, can you paint me and my fiance and our wiener dog? You just say, hell no, bitch. I paint what I feel in my soul. I paint what comes out of here.
But if you were to give me a few hundred extra, yeah, I'll paint you and your wiener dog and your fiance.
Wiener dogs are fucked up little creatures, man.
They're cute though.
They're cute. They're very cute. They're just
mean
like
things though.
They can be real fucking mean.
Just like chihuahuas.
I knew a guy growing up who he had a wiener dog and I think it was mean. I think it would always growl at me and
I feel like almost every any small breed or toy breed is gonna do that.
They got little dog syndrome. Why do little dogs act so tough? Is it like actually a genetic thing
It's
or
a defensive thing, I'd imagine.
because they know they're small? And
Just
so
like a raccoon does it. Like even a possum will hiss at you.
but like big animals do it too, like lions and bears and tigers. Oh my! But like why?
If a big animal does it, it's you really don't have a chance. If a big animal is growling at you, I feel like you're mostly done. If a little animal I think a little animal is telling you to go away. A big animal at first is like go away if it feels threatened, like a bear. But
if a bear growled at me, I would be like fuck.
If a larger animal sees the threat and is like, get away or I will kill you. A smaller animal will be like, go away or I'll keep doing this.
But do you think in a small animal's head it thinks it's capable of
It'll try. I don't think animals have that kind of. I don't think they have any form of confidence. They don't have the ability to be confident.
Like when a wiener dog growls at me, it's warning me like back off or I'll like I'll
do
take
something.
you down. Like I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Like in its head, do you think it thinks it can actually kill me? Do you think it's like because a bear? I don't think it's like sizing you up in its head like we size the stuff up, but it's definitely like gauging its probability, but it's still going to fight and give it its all regardless. That's true because like a bear, a mountain lion, I run into that in the wild, and it wants to fuck me, not sexually, but like fuck me up.
Yeah.
It knows in its head, I'm pretty sure it's like I'm gonna win this one. Like this,
because it sees you as prey. Those other things see you as a threat. These see you as prey, as something to conquer.
Oh, I could also
and
see
women. Like Ethan.
I could see also like I could see them seeing you as a threat though. For instance, like if you run into like a grizzly bear with its cubs,
you're
like,
fucked.
It'll fuck you because it sees you as a threat because it's got its kids around. I mean, it's like
it'll attack you.
I wish you could just.
It will not fuck you.
Did I say fuck again?
Yeah.
I don't know what's on my mind today.
Shit, man.
Oops. I'm just getting all silly.
No, that's fine, man.
Yeah, but like that's one thing I don't want to have an encounter with is a large wild animal. Like just anything that can kill me in the wild.
Rhino, a hippo.
Dude, rhinos are terrifying.
An elephant.
I saw a video of a rhino.
Giraffes will kill you.
I saw a video of a rhino attacking a safari car. and it was just flipping that thing like it was nothing. It was just rolling it around, and like it literally put zero effort in just to flip this car over and over and over.
Think about how cool rhinos are, though. Rhinos seem like a beast that you would think would exist like long before we were around, and it did technically. But I'm talking about like it seems like it shouldn't be around today. Like it seems like a prehistoric beast.
It does. Same with like when you think about it, like crocodiles and alligators. Those are just like straight dinosaurs. You know, like look at them. Even like little lizards. Those are just tiny little dinosaurs.
The American lion was the largest like cat or something.
Sorry,
like
American lion?
Yeah.
We have lions in America?
There wasn't actually a lion, but like thousands, like tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands. A long time ago. They're extinct now, but they were like the biggest. They are the biggest like cat that's ever existed.
That's crazy, man. Especially like knowing that like where we are right now, like this same region of land, like Los Angeles, you know, tons of time ago, like there were like massive like 40-foot carnivorous reptiles fighting and running around and shit.
There was
a whole phase of Earth before us, like several phases of just completely different shit where the Earth was just, it was like a different save file, you know?
Well, it's everything got smaller.
Yeah, why is that?
Like elephants got smaller, rhinos got smaller, cats got smaller, dogs got smaller.
What animals exist now that are as
smaller.
big as like a lot of, because back then dinosaurs
Sharks
were huge.
got smaller.
Yeah,
everything got smaller.
I wonder what that is. You think in like a million years humans are gonna be tiny little
No,
things?
humans are growing in size.
It's because we're drinking our milk,
I guess.
doing our push-ups.
Every animal is just hiding. Is like they're getting smaller so they can hide from us better.
What I'm genuinely curious why the size reduction occurs.
I don't know. I'd like to look that up.
That's actually really interesting.
On my own time.
Also, why are we the size we are? I don't mean to get too existential, but like on a universal scale, are we really big or really? I mean, we're really small, but it's like size is a weird thing to think about because it's all relative, I guess, right?
Relative to us because we're the ones who set the rules, essentially.
Yeah, so we are like kind of like a base size, and things are.
Well, the
small.
rules were there. Well, life is what it was, and then we generated rules to help us understand our own interpretation of what we see, even though that's not at all what is reality. Essentially, is what I gather from it,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're not even high or anything right now. This is just
no. I know
we're just having just intricate conversation.
You know how big sloths used to be, dude?
Really?
You ever seen those? They're like bears. Let me see. I'll show you a picture.
I had a dream about sloths last night. That's funny that you bring that up.
You look up prehistoric sloth.
Man, we didn't see a single koala in Australia.
No, I saw one kangaroo.
We saw a kangaroo. It ran in front of our van. It was hopping. It reminded me of Kangaroo Jack.
Look how big that fucker is.
What the fuck?
I know.
Sloth?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses.
You can back up and look at more pictures of it too.
What?
I'll.
That doesn't even look like a sloth. That looks like a terrifying fucking like.
If viewers just look up prehistoric sloth on Google Images, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, dude!
They're huge. They're like bears. That's
like bigger than a bear. That's fucking massive.
I think there is. I don't know, because they appear to be eating leaves and stuff, but I don't know if it's this particular species or this particular animal, but I think it also had some sharp teeth, which led people to believe that it could possibly be carnivorous, or I guess it was like be an omnivore or something.
So you're talking about the sloth?
Yeah.
It's like a carnivorous sloth?
Yeah.
It's freaky.
But I don't think I don't think there's like a set like this is definitely what it was. I think it's just because of the teeth.
The teeth.
Certain teeth.
Dude, god damn. I just don't like I don't think about it that often. When you think about dinosaurs, when you think about like all of these creatures that used to exist that are just gone forever now, and we'll never know exactly what they looked like or know exactly what they were like, that's just fucking crazy.
Have you heard that the person who tried to realistically create what a T-Rex roar would sound like? Because they're like, it wouldn't be a roar. It would be like this rumble. It would be like this bass. I'll look it up. Have you never heard it?
No, I haven't heard that.
Hold up.
I saw someone reconstructed based on like bone structures and stuff. They reconstructed what they thought Neanderthals sounded like back then, and it's really funny. It's like It's like
Wait, what sounded
Neanderthals. Like when you think of cavemen, you're like like that kind of thing. But it was more just like a high pitched like yelling stupid like scream sound. Actually, I need to look this up too. Neanderthal voice. You would love this.
Here. It would be like this. Okay, that's a fucking... Hold on.
Oh, it's walking up. I see. I thought that was a gunshot.
It's sniffing. But instead
The T-Rex wouldn't have the need to open its...
like, it doesn't roar. It just creates this bassy... Like, imagine just walking all of a sudden here and...
Oh my god, dude, that's scarier than a roar.
Yeah.
That's because it's ominous. But it's what Neanderthals
because they based the T-Rex's roar and other shit like like they made it from like donkeys and other animals and shit. So it has no basis in reality what they created for movies.
Oh yeah, because I mean, there's no way to even know. Wait a second, let me show you what they think Neanderthals sounded like.
Just pitch up your voice. 1, 2, 3. Now, we might have an idea that a mattress...
Is that what they sounded like, buddy? 1, 2, 3.
Now,
There's a video where it's like a rendering.
Woolly mammoth! Woolly mammoth!
Basically, like Neanderthals, their vocal boxes
like
were more
monkeys,
compressed,
when
so
you think
they're
of
like
like-
very high. Yeah, because I guess if it's somewhere on the evolutionary chain between monkeys and where we are now, it would be higher pitched because monkeys have that really high pitched.
Yeah, they're our cousins, baby.
There are we go to a family reunion, you see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God, we've talked about it for so long, but I just know that it'll never be a reality.
Having a monkey in the office.
Yeah.
Is that what you think
You know exactly what I was going to say. I didn't even have to say what it was.
Just imagine like a little monkey just all of a sudden we hear a knock. We're like, what? And then we open the door and he just comes and runs in and just sits right here. He's like, hey, buddy, how you doing?
He brings us a bottle of water.
He starts like motioning towards his mouth. He's like, oh, he's hungry. I got to go get him some
Okay, hold
something.
on, guys. We'll be right back. We gotta go feed
I got to go
Bruce.
get him his bottle.
We gotta go feed little Christian.
He has like a little diaper on and everything.
Man, God. There's nothing greater than monkeys, man.
Oh, but he'd break stuff.
He'd break shit
And
all the
hide
time.
stuff.
You know, we go back, like we need to edit something, and like our computer mouse would be missing. But like, man,
Chew on shit all the time.
yeah, he'd chew on shit. He'd shit on the floor. I bet.
Yeah.
He'd pull his diaper off and throw it around. I mean, monkeys like throwing shit because even though they're not humans, of course, and they're way less evolved and intellectual than we are. They still know shit's gross. You know,
Yeah.
they're still like, this is gonna piss them off if I throw this. They're not gonna like this.
They think things are funny, don't they?
They do.
They legitimately have like some sort of humor.
They think
about
poop
them.
is funny. See,
That's why they throw
that's
it.
proof that it's not immature. It's just an actual psychological. It's a biological thing. Finding poop and farts funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Are there any animals that exist today where, like, let's say, 100,000 years from now, humans would be like, "Oh man, I wish that was around. That's so
many,
cool."
dude. So many.
Because to the extent of what we see a Stegosaurus as, like where we're like, that's alien to me.
Maybe because I feel like
Will
for
something
something
truly
as
be-
crazy, there would have to be a big extinction event to wipe out entire like family trees of types of species.
To kind of set the evolutionary track back a little bit. Have to reform some things.
I just wonder what Earth's gonna be like in like 100,000 years.
Humans won't be around in 100,000 years.
No
way.
be long gone.
I feel like we don't even have another 2,000.
We're fucking this place up real bad.
I feel like we're fucked in under 2,000 years.
We are fucking our planet up real bad.
Well, the Earth will survive. We won't.
Yeah, the Earth will be fine.
It'll still be a
But
giant rock in the middle of nowhere.
life on Earth will not
Yeah.
be. We're fucking that shit up.
I like how it's like, save the planet. But it's like, you save the planet for us. We're not saving the planet to save the planet. It's literally just a rock in nothing, in never-ending nothingness. So it really doesn't matter. It's very insignificant. But to us, it matters.
We're saving it for it's more like just save life.
I didn't quite catch that.
Shut up, Siri.
Please repeat
We're
it.
talking about life. We're not talking about your stupid AI bullshit.
Selena, to save a planet. That's what it caught.
It's just like
Well, I mean, yes, there are some people who want to save all of life, but I think our humans' main goal in wanting to get the environment is very selfish. Sounds negative, but it is selfish.
I mean, you want to survive as a race,
as a species,
yeah,
species.
species. But it's like we're fucking the planet up pretty bad. It's pretty fucked.
Yeah. Oh well.
That ice is going. Who cares though, dude? As long as I can drive my big old Hummer.
As long as I can have fun and then die, and then I'm good. I mean, what am I gonna bitch and moan from the grave?
My kid will deal with it.
I know.
My grandson can deal with that shit. He can deal with what his grandpappy did. It won't matter for me. Recycle.
Environment.
This is a good place to
Put some ad reads in?
Yeah, put some ad reads. Let's do some ad reads. Today's episode
Did you send me the ad reads?
SuperMegaCast, I did, is brought to you by Away! Thoughtful luggage for modern travel. Cue the music, Ryan.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Away is a company that creates very, very nice travel bags and suitcases and luggage. They actually sent us a couple of very, very nice suitcases, which we took to Australia and were very, very nice. Away has created the perfect suitcase, crafted with features that make travel more seamless. Now, they offer a range of essentials that solve real travel problems, so all you have to think about is where you're headed next, because getting away means getting more out of every trip to come.
They offer a collection of different types of bags. Wowee! They got the carry-on. Includes a lightweight and durable shell that's made to last a lifetime of travel. You know, there's built-in compression pads that helps you pack more in. There's 4 360-degree spinner wheels guaranteed for a smooth ride. Oh, you can ride on them. That's cool.
That you just sit on it and it zooms through the terminal.
You know, they also have bigger carry-ons, Matt. Can you tell us about those?
Dude, let me tell you about this, okay? The bigger carry-on, that's actually what I have from Away. I was able to throw everything I needed to, plus more in for my trip to Australia. And the lock on it, that's real fucking nice, because I'm always worried those nasty TSA agents are gonna dig through all my garbage. So I just I loaded my suitcase up with my garbage, and when I put the little combination in, boom, there it is. It's got a 100-day trial that lets you try any Away product on the road, and there's also, my favorite thing, is a removable laundry bag to separate dirty clothes from clean clothes. Isn't that genius?
That is genius. I love that 100-day trial thing. Did you also know that they provide free shipping on any Away order within the contiguous U.S., Europe, and Australia?
Where does it say that?
Contiguous, sorry.
Contiguous? Wait, where is that?
Within the contiguous.
Contiguous?
Did you also know that there's free shipping on any Away order within the U.S., Europe, and Australia?
We don't need that word, yeah. You can also get Away offline too. Want to see it for yourself? You can shop everything Away at their stores in New York, Austin, LA, San Fran, Boston, Chicago, and London. You can also get it hand painted. You can get it customized to a wild array of colors. It's awesome.
You know, they're thoughtfully designed. They're durable. They help you organize your stuff with little pockets and fun little things that you can zip up and down. You know, pockets.
Pockets and zippers.
Isn't that fun? They're lightweight. You know, with lightweight and durability, that's a win-win.
Also, listen to this. Knowing that Away will fix or replace your suitcase ASAP if anything ever breaks means you never have to worry about your luggage. So, we have a special offer for listeners of Did I say offer? We have a special offer for listeners of SuperMegaCast. Bruh, for $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/SuperMega and use promo code SuperMega during checkout. What is that, Ryan?
That's awaytravel.com/SuperMega with promo code SuperMega.
Yes. While you're traveling, what else you need besides a suitcase? You're gonna need some way to clean those pearly whites, right?
And what a better way to do it than with what's it called? Quip.
I'm just gonna jump straight into this. I love Quip.
Okay.
I use it twice a day.
You were using it on the Australia trip.
I was. I actually, in fact, Chad,
I just use my fingies.
Well, see, Ryan, that's why you need Quip, because fingies don't have that pulsing, vibrating head that'll get in between the teeth and get all that plaque off.
But I have those thick bristles on my fingers.
That's true, but that's a very rare case. Most people don't. That's why you should get Quip.
It's like Peter Parker in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I've been needing a new toothbrush. This sounds like the perfect toothbrush, Matt. Could you explain to me why this toothbrush is perfect for me?
Yes! Let me tell you why it's the perfect toothbrush, okay?
Yeah.
It's got sensitive sonic vibrations for an effective clean that's gentle on your sensitive gums.
My bristles aren't sensitive on my gums.
That's the thing. People brush too hard, and some electric toothbrushes are too abrasive. They'll just You know what I'm saying? You want something that gets the job done, but doesn't do the ripping and the tearing. It's got a built-in 2-minute timer that pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when it's time to switch sides and help you to clean your whole mouth evenly. Because guess what, Ryan? 90% of us don't brush for a full 2 minutes and don't clean evenly.
That's lazy.
I know. And the brush heads, here's the thing, you never have to charge it or anything. The brush heads have the battery in it. And every few months, Quip will send you a brand new, fresh, clean, freshly charged brush head. And you get a whole supply of toothpaste with that. The toothpaste is actually real nice. It's like a very good flavor, very minty. My breath is always very fresh after I brush my teeth with the Quip toothbrush.
Matt, I'm almost sold on this Quip toothbrush. Is there anything else you'd like to add to help the sale a little bit more? Like maybe an offer or something?
Yes, that's why I love Quip and why it's perfect for getting back into a routine. And listen to this, guys. Quip starts at just $25. That's 5 months of a SuperMega Patreon membership. And if you go to getquip.com/SuperMega right now, you can get your first refill pack for free. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/SuperMega.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know.
Wow, I might have to use all that stuff.
You should. You can put your Quip inside of your away suitcase. Our next product is for one free kiss from a friend to another friend. Come here. There you go. That one's free. You don't have to pay anything for that.
Okay, how about this one?
Ooh. Oh, Ryan, stop kissing my neck. It's so sensitive. Stop it. There's someone out there that's getting horny listening to that.
I know.
Oh God, yes, that's
Just
so
like
hot.
little sounds like.
Oh, I hate it. Stop it. Stop. I don't like those sounds.
You stick your tongue in, just.
Ew. Let's do 30 minutes.
Some
of just...
sees through your teeth like.
Oh, dude, the visual that went with watching that made it even worse. Oh man, but yeah, it's nice to be back from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I'll loop it back around to that.
Wow, full circle. That's nice.
Really fun to hang out with Max and Chad.
People still listen to this podcast. That's crazy.
I know.
Fucking idiots.
We did a podcast with Max and Chad. We got real drunk on that one too. Everything we did with them, we got really drunk. If you listen to the end of that podcast, we were just in full stupid sappy mode. It's like, we were just two friends on a couch playing video games, having fun doing it.
Were we?
My friend Ryan. Yeah, that's the end of the podcast essentially. So much had to be cut out of that one.
I'm sure.
It was just a lot of drunken rambling. There was a conversation that was like 30 minutes long I had to cut.
Oh, I know.
Looking back, I was like, we can't keep this in. No way. It wasn't like inappropriate or anything. It was just like, I'd rather not.
I know the subject matter.
Thanks, Chad.
Fucking asshole.
Fucking poo-poo. Let's give an update on the Super Megaplex.
No.
What?
No.
Why not? Okay.
Fuck them. What do they don't pay for updates. People on Patreon do.
All right.
I'm kidding.
So for the rest of the podcast, head over to Patreon.
But
no, also thank you. We apologize that it's been slower on
messier
Patreon.
than Super Megaplex.
It's
because we ordered a lot more equipment because we're building the mailroom set. Now.
We are.
We're trying to make
the
that's our
mailroom
next
set is
big project.
messy. There's a lot of equipment in there.
We still need to get one more computer for the podcast room because right now we're recording in the game room.
Yeah, recording in this gaming room, and it's coming along really well though. The next 2 weeks for us are gonna be non-stop work on Super Mega because Ryan's going to a wedding, and then right after that we go on tour, and then we're done traveling for the rest of the year except for Christmas. So after that, after we're back from tour, it's really just like we're on the grind with Super Mega. We're gonna try to get tons and tons and tons of videos done, live action, let's plays, all that stuff. And we got a lot of good stuff on the way still. I know it's been sometimes we don't upload as much as we should because we're traveling or other things get in the way. And sometimes we don't post to Patreon.
While we are a company, we're not a full-fledged company.
We don't have a manager or anything. It's kind of just us trying to.
You gotta keep in mind we're still just dudes making shit for a living,
and we really appreciate all the support. Appreciate everyone who pledges to the Patreon, despite the fact that it's been a little dry lately, and we plan on changing that. And we do apologize for people that don't feel like they're getting their $5 worth. And if at any point it feels like, it's not worth it, no pressure. We appreciate the support though, because it does help us fund building this office and the projects we're currently working on behind the scenes, because it is surprisingly expensive. Like super expensive.
Camera shit's expensive.
we
Computer
have-
equipment's pretty much the
This line of work,
The
everything's
career-
expensive.
yeah,
Just
just-
shows a very expensive career.
and place to live.
Yeah, California, Los Angeles,
Gotta love it.
the People's Republic of California.
As Tim Allen would say,
Old
during
California.
his stand-up at the Laugh Factory.
Well, it's our fault for choosing to live in a communist hellhole, Ryan.
He lives here too.
I know. You make all the jokes you want, dude. You're living in a really like highly taxed mansion in Los Angeles. So, oh, Tim Allen, come on our podcast.
Please
Come debate us. Set the record straight. We'll talk about what you said on stage that one night.
talk about monkeys, and if there are still monkeys, then why are there people?
Checkmate, Christian. I mean, atheist.
Yeah, but
We should start an atheist podcast. Fuck this, dude.
I know. And I don't mean to end on a sour note. For those who, I guess, pay attention a little more closely, or who are fans from, of us, of our work from before SuperMega.
The olden days.
You know that I originally moved out here with a beautiful young man by the name of Daniel Kyer. This week marks the 4th year without him, because unfortunately, back in 2015, in September, he committed suicide. And I always want to use this as not a point to reflect on it and get sad, but maybe have some sort of positive outlook in terms of the unfortunate end to our friend's life, which would be go check out his stuff on SoundCloud. It's still there. Go check out the old videos that he's done on YouTube. And more so, if you are in a place, a very bad place, if you have anxiety or depression or any form of mental illness that you are struggling with, or maybe not even a mental illness, you're just feeling down, seek help, whether it be from a family member or friend. Find someone to confide in, and if you can't, strongly recommend going to therapy.
Absolutely.
Because you cannot understand the domino effect that you are setting in place by choosing to do something that will not only affect your life permanently, but those around you who you may not even be thinking about in that time. The ripple effect still lasts 4 years on, still feeling it. It sucks, and I wish he was still here. And I just want to remind people that there are people around you, regardless of if they're online or physically in person, friendships or family, that the world would it would be a shame if you were to give in to the negative thoughts. And so just I know it sounds shitty, but not gonna say try to stay positive, but just know that time moves on eventually. And with time, you can do a lot with it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have any more time, then you're taking away all the possibilities of you getting better and you creating stuff or doing things that you could do to change your life for the better. So just I don't mean to leave it on such a kind of a down note, but every year when it comes around this time, I feel like, if anything, it's important to hold up his memory and
Absolutely.
to make sure people know that it's important to keep in tabs on their mental health and make sure that they don't spiral.
Right. I mean, that was flawlessly said. That was beautiful. And I think also a lot of people struggling with that stuff, and a lot of people listening are on the younger side. And I think a lot of people don't realize that at the age they're at, whether it be teens or early adulthood,
He was essentially a kid.
that's how, during that time in your life, you experience that kind of shit. You'll feel those feelings sometimes, and get depression, and it'll show stronger in some people based on how their brain is and stuff. But just know that you should never give up because it beats you down too hard, because you can always find the resources to beat it back. And I just got to say that I miss Daniel a lot. He gave me a wonderful opportunity. He introduced me and Ryan, and I miss him every day. And it's a shame that he's not here anymore. But all we can do at this point is try to keep his memory alive and move forward and try to help people not, make the mistake of doing something that can't be reversed.
Help people remember him and learn from him.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, perfect.
thank you all for listening, and we'll be back next week with another fantastic, spunky little episode of the SuperMegaCast.
It'll be a palindrome one, 161.
Ooh, so
Look at
tune into that one.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for paying attention for at least 20 seconds of this podcast. That's all we need to get that retention up. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever you're doing. Who knows?
All right. We love you guys. See you next week.